go.
Oh, hey.
We're back.
Welcome.
We're alive.
Take your mug, raise it to the sky, and a joyous hallelujah because your favorite podcasters are back giving you the true salute. We are Beyond the Basement. Sometimes they call me Eric. Other times they call me Moofus. We can talk about my nickname later, but what do they call you?
My name is Rachel. Sometimes Miss Rachel.
Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. And you are?
My name's Peter.
That's not important. Anyway, so let's move. Okay.
Got him.
So they call you Peter. What else do they call you?
They call me
It was Rachel.
Pete.
They call you Pete. That is correct. All right, so welcome back. Obviously, we've been on a bit of a hiatus. That our deepest and sincerest apologies to all of you on YouTube and so on. But we are back in action. Obviously, if you are seeing this now, you are probably well aware that Attack on Titan is coming back.
It's
second
happening.
half, yeah. Season 4, Part 2. Why don't they just call it Season 5? I don't know.
Whatever.
The final season. So for whatever reason, that's what they decided to do. But
I blame Harry Potter.
it's...
Or
Why?
Twilight. Twilight also had a 2-part final movie. Yeah.
They did before Harry Potter did?
They did.
Okay,
they were
so,
the OG.
Really, we know where the cancer came from. Twilight.
So you're saying the guys at Kodansha were like big Twilight fans and like, oh, we should do it like that.
Well, first Twilight did it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And then Harry Potter's like, wait a second. How much money more did you guys make off that second
lot.
movie? Okay. And then Hobbit was like, wait, you guys can split something into
Hunger
multiple-
Games.
Hunger Games.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
but
all
that
did it.
actually is 3 books, though. Hunger Games.
3 books, 4 movies. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little ridiculous.
All right,
Just call it 4 books. Like,
So new season's coming out next Sunday. So today's Monday. We're recording this. It's coming out less than a week from now. We're going to be back in action doing our live stream. So you can join us twitch.tv/beyondthebasement. We'll be there 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Is that correct, or daylight time?
It's standard time.
Pacific
yes.
Standard Time.
Which
Y'all
should
can
be the
figure that
only
out.
time. Sorry, I got triggered a little bit.
We're going to be back in action doing our normal stuff there. And so why are we streaming right now? What's this video about? Well, you know, because you clicked on it. The trailer has dropped like days ago, but the new trailer, an actual new trailer, has dropped for season 4 part 2. Now, up to this point, here's why we're late on this. There's many reasons, but one of them is this. Up to this point, they've dropped dozens of trailers about season 4 part 2, but every single time they were like 28 seconds long or less, and it was just cuts from stuff we've already seen, either from the actual show or from the original season 4 trailer. There's a couple clips in there, so some stuff we haven't exactly seen in context, but we've like at least seen the clip. So I was like, oh, another trailer. I've seen this.
His eyes.
So we just watched it last night for the first time. We were kind of doing a little refresher. We
I've
watched
watched
last
nothing Attack on Titan for months.
We've been absent the whole time. And if for those of you who are unaware, we are anime only 100%. So please no spoilers in the comments. Yeah. But we actually don't know anything beyond what's been broadcast in the show.
The only thing I know is that some people are upset with the ending. That's all I know.
Yeah, we've heard. Yeah,
there's like mixed feelings about the ending for a lot of people.
I'm so curious.
Makes me very nervous.
Yeah.
The fact I'm
just preparing for my heart to be broken.
I'm nervous because there wasn't a lot of like strong reaction. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. But yeah, so we've not seen anything. We don't know anything more. So this trailer drops last night, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen this, whatever, and it plays, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen any of this. This is actual new content. So we decided to do a little trailer breakdown, and we're gonna watch it. Rachel.
I have not seen anything because I have pretended that I am an ostrich and buried my head in the sand and haven't looked at anything.
It's kind of the only way for us anime onlys to not spoil ourselves because there's so much stuff on the
internet. I made the mistake of reading a Google article in the past and it ruined me for part of the shit because I knew a big spoiler. So
did you catch up to the current, like, is that spoiler already? Okay,
yeah,
all right, it's past.
Caught up. It was Historia's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
Dang.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I know. And I was so mad. And I will never again. It's just like when I was a kid and I snuck into my parents' room and opened my Christmas present. That one time I did it. It ruined it. I was so guilty and felt awful.
Ruins the surprise.
It just ruined everything.
Yeah.
It was the same lesson, just in a different way.
Yeah.
Don't unwrap your Christmas presents, kids.
It's not worth it.
That's right.
Okay, so with that, let's jump into the trailer. Like I said, we're going to watch it through. You can zoom in on Rachel's face or something and be like, look at her face reacting to this for the first time.
Or not do that, too.
Hopefully the subtitles are working okay on this. I think they were a second ago. At any rate, we're going to watch it through here, and then we're going to kind of go more or less frame by frame, not entirely, but we'll kind of stop at various points and talk about what we think is going to happen. And again, we actually don't know. So if we get it right,
Yeah.
that's because we are paying very close attention to the show, and we've been studying Attack on Titan as much as we've been studying the mind of Hajime Isayama. So
Yeah.
that's hopefully a good thing.
And if we get it wrong, it makes sense because we don't know what the hell's about to happen.
Yeah.
So
There's that. All right, babe. Go to the next. Wait. Yep, that thing. Yep. There we go.
Perfect.
All right. Hit it. Pony Canyons.
Appreciate it, Sherlock. Okay, Zeke's still alive.
So Zeke's
Damn
not
it.
dead, obviously. This looks like the next episode. Why do you resist?
Yeah.
They keep saying this phrase. We'll get into it. Okay, that's
sounds dope.
Cart Titan saying it that way, right?
Oh.
Okay.
You want to help, Aaron? This line?
Yes. Annie.
Annie! So some of this we've seen. That gun thing looks important, I guess.
Ymir.
The founder? Excited for some action again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, tell me more.
What the crap?
Right? There's actual new content in there. Ever since I was born.
Judgment.
It's always been me. I should have made the
I've always
subtitles for
been
the
me.
listeners. I'm sorry if you're just listening. Okay.
We will break it down.
Yeah, we'll break it down. We'll go through every line.
I want to watch that like 17 more times, but that's okay.
Well,
we
we're
don't
about
have.
to frame by frame. break it
Yeah,
down
there's
for you.
a lot going on there. So if you could take it back to the first actual frame, like we don't need the like Pony Canyon or whatever, but the first thing that we really get here is so go ahead, hit play. I'm trying to remember who's saying this. Is it Reiner? That's Reiner, right? Okay, pause it here.
Mhm.
Okay. So Aaron, I just want this to end. That's Reiner's voice saying that, and it opens with a shot of. I actually love that the fight is happening here because we're in Shiganshina,
Right.
if you remember. So
Yeah.
the end of season
Back
4,
to
part
where it all
1,
began.
and they say that in the
Yeah.
last episode, like, "Oh, we're going back to where it all began, to Shiganshina." Now it's been evacuated. They didn't say exactly why, so I'm not sure about that. We watched it again. They're like, "Oh, we've evacuated." Like they had what?
And Sherlock said he watched this trailer the minute it dropped, and his jaw was more agape than Porco and Liberio.
Wow.
Got
So
him.
you needed surgery afterwards. Okay, yeah. So the end of that last of episode 16, season 4, episode 16, they're like, because they were talking to Aaron. I think that's where we hear that part. I don't know if it's with Aaron or if it's with Flock, but we gather that they've evacuated Shiganshina, and then that's where they're going back to.
Mm-hmm.
The question in my mind is why exactly is that why is that the place? Why is that the place?
Yeah, I mean, for Aaron, it has significance. It's his home.
Other than emotional significance, you think
That's
there's a
where
strategic element
Mr.
to it?
Yeager had his home, his secret lab.
True.
It's where they
the basement
broke
was
the
there.
wall the first time.
It is where they
So
broke
it
the
has
first
emotional
time.
significance for
It-
some of the enemy titans too.
But why
It
go
is on
back
the
there?
edge
It-
of
yeah.
the wall and the outer
It's like the
outer
nearest to the port, I think.
Mm-hmm.
wall.
It's a strategic spot.
It does look like all the walls are still up, for the record, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about that in a while, but like the fact the walls are full. The walls are full of Titans.
The rumbling hasn't happened
yeah,
yet.
the rumbling hasn't happened.
I wonder if
They
maybe
left the
that's
walls
where a
up.
higher concentration of titans are in the wall. And Aaron knows that.
And
And
Zeke
so
knows
he
that.
wants to go there because if him and Zeke do their thing, they can flatten the world.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but they're not going to flatten the world.
they're not going to flatten the world. They euthanize the freaking.
Well, Zeke doesn't want
LDS.
to flatten the world.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Unless.
But what does Aaron want to do? Because at this point, I don't trust him anymore. What if he does want to flatten the world?
Team
He
Aaron.
did just say in the trailer, I'm going to end your world.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
what does that mean?
it's true.
Okay, so let's get back to this bit here specifically. So, Aaron, I just want this to end. Reiner's character, pretty obviously throughout season 4, the dude is nearly given up on life. He's towards the end of his term anyway.
He's gone through a very, very deep character arc.
Yeah.
He's gone from being this picked on kid, bullied kid, right? To then being like basically a split personality.
Yeah.
Becoming a new identity just to be able to cope and be able to overcome and be able to have a purpose.
Yeah. Becomes the man in charge basically of the mission.
Yeah. Then becomes a friggin' killer and convinces himself that this is this is the best thing for everybody.
Yeah.
And then kind of gets changed. He kind of starts to live amongst the people. He gets this kind of split personality where he's good Reiner and he's bad Reiner. He's Reiner who sees the humanity in people and realizes that it's wrong to kill them. Yeah. And then he also is the Reiner who's like, no, I must accomplish the mission. Otherwise, why do I exist?
So then when we catch up to him in season 4, like right at the beginning,
he's a broken shell of a man.
He's in combat. We actually first see him as the armor titan comes down, and he's in combat. He's doing his thing, and then like we catch up back with him emotionally, like later on, like halfway through, and we realize like this dude. Yeah, shell of himself is accurate. The episode that's like his like backstory and then like brings us up to current, he tries to kill himself. Oh, he's about to kill himself, except for what's his face?
He hears the voice of
why can't I say stinking of Falco? Yeah.
Falco? Yeah.
Except for the voice of Falco, like who's also kind of down on himself and feels like he's like the weakest link and so on and so forth. Like so he decides not to end his life. But as a character, he's been through a lot. Okay, so we catch up with him again when he fights Aaron. He doesn't put up much of a fight, it feels like.
He's a broken shell of himself, and he almost died when Aaron went full Titan.
He almost dies, and he just barely saves Falco, which he has a heart for Falco, obviously. And then when he, like I said, fights Aaron, he just kind of goes down without much of a fight, and Aaron sort of just like decides not to kill him.
Aaron doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
Aaron could take the armor Titan power right then and there.
This line
chooses not to.
The fact that they're talking, and we'll get to that next line he drops in the trailer as well, where these guys are kind of seems like they're having some kind of a conversation. Aaron and Reiner, he's like, lend me your strength. Kind of tells me that Aaron's known this the whole time. That Reiner's not like
really fighting back with his heart anymore.
That he and even when he was in the underground area with him when they were talking.
Oh, I think he was
talking
a broken
to a
shell of a man. But that broken shell of a man got his stuff together, got an airship, and came to Paradise Island to do something.
And he doesn't look like the crappy version of himself.
No, he looks like motivated Reiner.
Yeah.
Okay? And so that tells me that maybe even, through all of his troubles, he's about to kill himself. The thing that stopped him from killing himself was realizing that there is a young boy who needs him. There's younger people who look up to him.
Whoa. So you think he's here to save
the world?
Well, I'm saying to save
that
the
is what
kids,
he wanted
the
to
recruits.
do the whole time.
I think so.
You think that's
that
like a big...
Reiner finds his identity as a defender, and he goes, "This is who I want to be. This is who I'm gonna get to be." He does want to
save Gabby and Falco. That's good
absolutely.
Point.
Yeah, I think this
Gabby
is actually
definitely needs saving.
This is a great psychological point though as well. So people who are really depressed, people who are really having a hard time, one of the best things you can do is go serve somebody else.
It's true.
Go to a third world country, start building an orphanage.
Dude, start with somebody on your street.
Go find somebody, because you know what? Like, for us in the West, we're pretty well off, even though psychologically we're not. But physically we are. And when you go and you begin to take the focus off of your own self, you kind of get out of your own headspace and you go and you begin to realize that other people have very serious needs and issues. And if you could just be a helping hand to somebody, it changes your perspective so much. And you realize, hey, wait a second, my life's not pointless. I do have value. And part of that value is I can actually help others in this world.
Yeah.
And that gives you some sort of like renewed vigor to look at your life. And I can't tell you like how many times, being able to help somebody else out has helped me ultimately as much. And so I think this is a great psychological point for a character who seemed to lose his way, lose his hope, lose his value.
Yeah.
And then he realizes, wait a second, there's other people out there that are depending upon me that I can actually impact positively. And if I just kill myself, that all goes away. But if I stay around and I lay my life down as a sacrifice, then ultimately I'm going to have a positive impact and my life is valuable.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love that we get to like Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. So, what do you think he's talking about
Yeah.
here? What is he speaking to? In
I just want this to end.
Does he mean the war?
I think he means the conflict.
Yeah, I
Or
think so too.
yeah,
I think so too. He wants the
The
bloodshed
hate?
to stop.
Because we have to
because we now know
assume-
he's half and half.
But what I'm saying is, I think we have to assume this is Reiner post trying to kill himself. He has found some purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're looking at, like we haven't seen him in a minute,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and when we catch up with him here, it seems like no. He's signed back up to live out, like which he doesn't have long to live anyway. To be
No.
perfectly honest, so I feel like he has found some renewed like strength here. So when he says, "I just want this to end," I don't think he means he's Mr. Depresso. I just want my life to be over. Blah blah. He's like, well, I want this fight to end.
Right. Now we
Before he ends.
We could be totally wrong. Maybe they like had to be like, please, Reiner, please come with us and help stop Eren because they're gonna do bad things. Maybe,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe he got on that plane himself and said, "Come on, guys, like let's go save our friends. Let's go make a difference. Let's go have one last hurrah.
Yeah.
Once more into the fray."
All right, so let's watch a little bit more here. So Eren, I just want this to end. They're in Shiganshina. They're in Titan form. They look like they're about to like set up for combat here.
Eren
And you can just hit
radioactive
spacebar
eyes.
too, and it'll play. There's Reiner. Why do you resist? What is that? What is it that you're fighting for? Pause it there. What is it?
Yeah, he definitely does look more.
Okay.
He looks young. right now.
Who's saying that?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's hard to tell the difference in their voices at this
Can you go
juncture.
back? Like, do the arrow to go back like 5 seconds, and then the
I think
big arrow.
that Aaron is the one saying, "What is it that you're fighting for?"
I think he's
Why
checking
do you
Reiner's heart. Like what is it? Why are you here? You were almost dead, and Eren didn't kill him. He offered him. He told him to keep pressing forward, get up and find a reason, find a purpose, keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And
So
I
this
took
is
that
Aaron.
as,
You're saying
I
this is
took that
Aaron
as-
saying it to Reiner.
I took that as code. I think he
like,
left
come
Reiner
join
alive,
our side.
or maybe something else. I think he left Reiner alive for a reason, and I think that's going to play out into the final scenes. But we'll see.
Okay. Why do you resist? Go ahead and hit play.
That's Eren, right?
I think.
I think that's Reiner. What are you fighting for? Okay, pause it again.
Oh, that is Reiner.
Okay. Yeah.
That's Reiner. Okay.
Reiner.
Yeah, that's Reiner.
So go ahead and go back, and you don't have to play. Just go
Because I
back
was
to the
born
big
into
arrow.
this world.
Okay, so a couple of things to note. Just we kind of already hit on this. Okay, they're in Shiganshina. It's abandoned. Great place to fight, by the way.
Yeah.
It's classic.
Yeah.
You know, we've never. I don't know on the show we've ever made this connection, but Japanese made action movies from like the origins of Japanese made action movies were always giants fighting in a city and like destroying everything.
Power
Yeah.
Rangers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Power
it's,
Godzilla, all that
Godzilla,
stuff.
the King Kong stuff, like all of that is all, or Godzilla specifically, and all those like monster movies are all like a giant city. Like I don't know how millions of people are dying, but the city's empty, and it's a perfect place to blow stuff up while giants fight
Yeah.
each other, which is Attack on Titan to a T. Never made that connection until just now. Okay, so they're in Shiganshina.
So Reiner's trying to check Eren's motivation.
Yeah, and
Why
I think
are you resisting? What are you fighting for?
resisting what?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what
Well,
is Aaron resisting?
They came to either take over or capture Eren.
She.
Yeah.
My wife's saying Reiner's becoming more and more sane. I hope that that's the case. Okay, this is the most random analogy ever. So if you've watched The Office, there's this character Kevin who's like the dumb guy. Let's just be honest. Like he works in accounting and he's basically has like a 5-year-old's like level of emotional maturity. He just likes to eat and is like overweight and like not smart at all. So the last season, so Michael Scott, his character is done in like season 7, I think. So there's 2 more seasons without him. But in the last season, Kevin becomes like your like favorite character because like everyone else starts to fall apart for so many reasons. So many bad moves of the company. You're upset at everyone for being bad to each other. But then Kevin, the like dumbest guy, the guy you're like, he's just that Kevin in the corner. He like becomes like the truth teller in like multiple episodes because he's like,
because he's like a child.
yeah, exactly. He just calls
and
it like
he
it is.
doesn't care.
He's like, what Senator Lipton one where he's like, you suck. You're just using these people for like your whatever, but the food was great, and he like leaves or whatever. I feel like Reiner's got a little bit of this maybe coming where like
He has nothing to live for, so he's going to tell it like it is. He's going to make a stand.
yeah,
Interesting.
there's something telling me like he becomes a bit of a truth teller here, whereas like everyone else is sort of like caught up in the I don't hate to say politics, but the like current events, power struggle, Jaegerist, blah blah. Everybody's kind of caught up in like the heat of something. I almost wonder if Reiner's like the one person who's like, no, I think I know what really matters. It's like fighting for like the kids, you know what I mean, or something like that.
Because he's not fighting necessarily for Marley. He's not fighting necessarily for like Eldia.
Yeah.
He's not fighting for the the Jaegerists. He's fighting because he's like, hey, those kids are valuable to me.
So he's asking Aaron here though, what is it that you're fighting for?
And that's what we all want to know.
That's what I want to know, dude. Yeah. What exactly is it? Is he fighting for himself?
Or
is he not?
Ymir? Yeah.
Other comment on the fight itself. The crystal hardening thing looks like it's more than it's been before. We do see him
like more up his arm than
Aaron
it has
is the
been
new
before.
basement. Yep.
Yeah.
True story.
Aaron's the new basement. Who said that?
Charlock. We said that last season, but I don't remember exactly when we said that.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
frick. It's a good line, so that's actually true.
I'll take it.
Okay, any other?
No, I think
All
we're
right.
good for now.
Let's move on. Yeah, he looks yoked for sure.
And then here
Aaron looks
says,
big though too.
Aaron says that line again.
Because I was born into this world. Okay, pause it.
Pause it.
Which is what his mother said about him.
That you're special because you were born into this world, right? Which is a very like powerful thing to say. And Aaron said it before in season 3 when he was getting all like,
he couldn't transform.
Fight.
Yeah,
I was born into this world, and he used it before as a reason that people were valuable and he needed to protect them.
Yeah.
Is he meaning it the same way now?
I don't know.
I fight because I was born into this world.
Okay, can we have to comment on this? Like, Aaron's a new basement. The reason that's the case is because it's Reiner's question here. What are you fighting for? Is the question we're all asking. At present, I only have the evidence that I have, which is the episodes we've seen up to now. Aaron has turned. He is different. Like, maybe not entirely his fault. Maybe these Titan things really are taking him over, and we hope that the real Aaron is deep down inside there somewhere and like can make a comeback. That's how I think of it. But as far as I can tell, that conversation with Mikasa where he's like, I've always hated you and I hate slaves. Like, he's saying just polar freaking opposite stuff that he was saying before. That does not look like a ruse to me at all. That looks like he's genuinely been like deceived in some way. And so the fight now rests on the shoulders of not Aaron, because up to this point it's always rested on Aaron. And I think now I think
the pressure finally broke him.
Yeah, and I think, and here's, I'm going to give my, I'm getting into this like way earlier than I planned to, but my overarching theory here is, so like they're trying to do this like euthanization plan. They're trying to kill off the kids. They're trying to kill off the next generation. That's literally what they say. That's what Zeke says. Yeah, that's the Cassava. Yeah, like they're all on board with this idea, and Reiner's reason for living is the next generation.
Right. And Aaron's reason for leaving is to end it, supposedly.
I think that Historia's gonna have a child. She's either already had it or is about to. We know she's pregnant. She's gonna have a kid and go, wait, no. That's not right. It is not right to simply go like, oh yeah, like euthanization is straight up like, there's so many other World War II like themes that have gone on, specifically in, the armbands and the way that they're like the Eldians like oppressed inside of Marley. It would not surprise me that that's kind of like another sort of Nazi Germany type theme where it's like, oh yeah, like euthanize them. Like that was an actual part of the plan.
We're going to end this bloodline.
Yeah, we're going to end this bloodline forever. We're going to end these people because they're horrible and they do horrible things to the world. And so I think that that's maybe going to play in here. But what I'm saying is I think Aaron is whatever. He is the bad guy now. I don't think that there's like a...
You think he's full heel turn?
Yeah, I don't think he's like, oh, I'm pulling one off, but I have to fool everybody, including Mikasa and Armin. Okay. I don't think so.
Okay.
That's me.
All right. And that's obviously in this show, they've done a very good job of basically showing like there's no black, there's no white. There's nuance, of course.
Tons.
and we're not saying that there's only one good side or one bad side in our analysis. However, there are good things and bad things. There are people who have very good ideas and execute them terribly, and they go down in history as bad people, right?
Yeah.
There's people with very bad ideas who don't execute them well, and we don't remember their names at all as bad people because they never got their plans off or whatever, right? So there's nuance, of course, and we want to find the good. We want to find the things that's worth cheering for. We want to find the characters and traits that they espouse and thoughts that we find valuable, and we want to cheer those on. At least that's what I always want to do in a show.
Yeah.
And so yes, there's no quote probably good guy or bad guy in this scenario. However, there's somebody that I'm going to root for in this scenario, and it's not going to probably be the guy who's saying, let's kill all the kids. That's Zeke's side.
Yeah.
There's Reiner's side who's saying, no, let's protect the next generation, possibly.
Yeah. Charlotte's making a good point here. Euthanization does mean like kill, and he means forced sterilization. That is a good.
Sure.
Whatever.
Forced sterilization is
I've made that point as well.
A huge crime.
It's an ending of life. It is still an ending of a future life. Like
it's an ending of the possibility of hope. Mm-hmm. You're literally cutting off hope forever.
Yeah. Imagine looking at anybody and saying, you're hopeless. There's no hope for you because of your blood. It's not really just because you. It's just who you are.
To me, it's the ultimate racism
you're a devil.
possible.
And it flies. Now, here's the thing: it does fly in the face of. We're getting off topic a little bit here. At least I am, but I want to at least say this because we were watching those episodes last night. I'm like, I gotta get this out there. Okay, the forced sterilization thing. They're saying we want to end the Titans once and for all. The Titans have been the curse on humanity. There should be no more Titans. Blah blah. Where we just spent all of season 4 talking about how the Titans are about to become irrelevant because of technology and because of other means of warfare. The Titan crew who are becoming the Titans now, Peak basically makes this comment that like, well, we're going to be irrelevant and our powers aren't going to matter much when we get back home anyway. I don't really trust Marley anymore. They're just going to kill us off. True. Fact check. Yes, true. So why are you so worried about there being such a thing as Titans when we're probably like you're about to enter a world where the Titans become, at least in warfare, a bit of a non sequitur anyway. Anyway, lots more to be said about that. I'm sure we'll dive into it as the show goes on. Can you rewind back to the purpley looking scene? It looks like Grisha. I don't think we commented who we thought that was.
It does look like Grisha.
This is another 6-pack fail, is it?
What? 6-pack
fail?
No. Oh, dang. Dang, yeah, you're right. We did miss that one. I was like, that's not Aaron. the original trailer for season 4, we're like, that's not him, dude.
I was like, are you sure?
Yeah. There we go. We're close. Yeah, right after. Pause it right after when they go to the next guy.
Okay, and Minipal did say at the end of the trailer, he says he's always been himself. I don't buy that one instant, and I'll tell you more about that when we get to that point.
Yeah.
I just wanted to acknowledge that you said that. Appreciate that.
You can use the big arrows when I go 5 seconds. Oh, frame by frame. Here we go. Stop go animation. This is how the sausage is made, folks. Mm-hmm. One of these at a time. But like actually true. Dang, this is actually kind of interesting.
It is actually.
You can like see how many gears are turning in the head of an animator as they're doing this. There's so many things going on in each one of these frames.
Very possible, Mr. Paul. Aaron may be the final boss.
Is Aaron the final boss? I kind of think so.
I think so.
It's sort of been my going theory for a little bit.
And I think he's going to win. I just have this feeling.
But that is up for debate. That is up for debate. Does Aaron get his way?
Is he going to destroy the world?
I don't know.
Or is he just going to destroy the Titans?
I don't know.
What does he winning even look like for Aaron?
That's what I don't know yet. Because his like unstoppable will and the way that he just never relents, I can't see that changing.
Yeah, agreed.
And he always
Pause
gets
right there.
what he wants.
Who was that? Who did we just see?
I think that
looked like Grisha.
When right after he jams the needle into Aaron, he's like crying on his knees in the forest. I think this is Aaron remembering.
Because I was born into this world is the phrase that we're seeing, and we're seeing that's Grisha. Mm-hmm. That's him. And he's looking all sad.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure that's what he was wearing when he changed Aaron.
Yeah, when
the Titan.
Yeah.
Or is this when he finds out?
This looks like a Titan.
But then
memory.
again, it could be one of his memories that Aaron has access to now.
That'd be dope.
Oh, that's another thing.
The paths. Show us the paths, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's Grisha. I don't know what to say. It's him.
This is going to be important.
Yeah.
For some reason.
This looks like a Titan memory.
It's a
to
Titan
me.
memory.
Because look at hit play and just let it go for just a brief second. See how it does that?
Yeah.
And then there's Mikasa as a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did she have a thunder spear on her, or is that with firewood?
No, that was firewood.
Oh, okay.
She's got shorter hair. Or
the
longer hair.
petals.
I said the opposite of what I meant.
She had longer hair.
She has longer hair, not short hair.
The scarf.
She's wearing the scarf. She has the firewood. That's the day that he woke up.
Yeah.
And he was like, "When did your hair get so long?"
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wait, were you crying?
Which
again?
is what he said.
Episode 1 Mikasa callback. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, go play again. Aaron transforming. The founding Titan and a descendant of the royal family have gathered. Okay, pause.
That voice, is that the voice of Peak is what you were saying?
As the card Titan, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what she sounds like.
It sounds like the droid from Jabba's palace.
It does.
Yeah,
it totally does.
Cool. I was expecting some like badass like bounty hunter in a mask to show up and say this. I don't think we're going to get that.
So I love also other prediction, just while we're here. I'm willing to bet you that most of this entire trailer is just the first episode.
I also
It's
think
ju-
that.
I swear. Maybe
That's what
two.
they did last time. They put a big chunk of it in just
Mm-hmm.
the first episode, and there was just little bits and pieces, and we still haven't seen some of those little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
But the last episode, whatever, 17 or 16 or whatever
16,
it was.
yeah.
It ended with a huge cliffhanger because, Pieck came, she did her like double cross thing. She brought Aaron up to the roof. Here comes the airship. Reiner's up there. He's about to jump down and transform. Aaron wants it. He wants
to fight Reiner. And he
wants to
knows it.
fight.
That's what's interesting is that he knows it's Reiner.
That
Yeah.
he's up there.
Yeah.
How does he know that?
Yeah. And so he's there right there on the roof, and they're about to fight, and then this almost it looks
Takes
like
up
it takes exactly
right
right,
after.
afterwards. Like he jumps down, they begin. Here's their.
So the plane we're
Throw
watching, they just dropped a box out. Can you go back just a couple frames? They just dropped like a box out of the back of this plane. So this is Aaron transforming.
So
we know that may already have happened. That may be what we just
Amazon 2-day
watched.
delivery, or is that? Okay,
think
so
it's-
there's some scouts
Yeah,
zipping around.
scouts with thunder spears zipping around in Shiganshina. So who are they fighting for? Okay, because the military's all been
Everything is so messed up.
the
Are
last
they
bit.
Jaegerists or
Yeah.
are they actual Eldians?
I don't
or-
know because
Paradisians?
some of the people
dressed
swore
up like each other.
allegiance. Some of the soldiers swore allegiance to
Right.
to the Jaegerists, and some of them didn't.
But it seems like
Whose
the
side are
only
they on?
ones who are allowed to operate who are not in jail are the Jaegerists. They've taken over the military.
So maybe
Yeah.
those are Jaegerists fighting.
They do have scout wings on them, though.
Which
But
is
they
it's
have-
not like Aaron needs any more advantages to win this
Right.
fight against Reiner.
Yeah.
But
No.
you know what? We haven't seen motivated Reiner in a minute.
True.
And Reiner, remember that one time
when he's
he,
on, he's on.
Remember when he friggin' snaps and he beats up the homie?
Who?
The guy he took his powers from.
What?
Sorry. Getting everything mixed up.
I was like, what?
When he has his like split personality moment, he goes, "No, we're not going back."
Oh,
That's what I thought you were talking about at first, and then you confused me.
and
But yeah,
he
yeah.
like doesn't he beat up Annie? No, who's?
no, Andy. He's the one who gets beat to a pulp.
But he like gets up.
Yeah, he gets up and is like, Reiner's dead.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But doesn't he like?
he does snap right there.
I can't remember exactly. Anyway, my point is, I hope there's still some steam left in the tank.
Yeah.
For
Well, I hope so too.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of things in this scene. Now that I'm looking at, look at these. See these obelisk looking things? These sort of
Yeah.
like
He
towers.
He chokes Annie. That's right. He chokes Annie. Thank
Oh,
you.
he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Annie had his number for his entire life up until that moment.
Right. I think she may even remember
She
they were
pushed him
training
over
and she's
the
still
edge.
rocking him in training,
Uh-huh.
and yet like when he had, you'd be surprised how the strength that happens
When you're motivated.
When you're motivated. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, see these obelisk things or tower looking things in the city?
Oh yeah.
What are those? Those don't look like they were there before.
Illuminati.
Those are there for a reason. No, I think those are there for the scouts.
Oh,
Or not the scouts, but the Jaegerists, yeah, or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. Okay, so the line here says the founding titan and a descendant of the royal family have gathered. I don't know who's saying that.
Right.
I don't recognize the voice, but at any rate, go
Is
ahead.
it, what's his face?
It sounds like they're worried about it.
I want
They
to
are.
call him Omicron,
They should be.
which he's not.
Anya Capone?
Yes.
Whoa. Was this a precursor? Omicron, Anya Capone? Is he trying to tell us something?
Is he from South Africa? I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway, and then, is
All
that
right.
the voice of
do you
Hit
think it's Gabby
play.
saying
Just
this?
go like a little bit forward here. Just hit play. Okay, pause it right.
Oh, you're right.
it's
That is a
Gabby.
female voice.
Yeah.
That's Gabby.
Okay.
Okay, pause right here, right here.
That's Pieck. We mustn't let Aaron and Zeke come into contact.
What are they dropping out of the airship here?
I think it's that big gun that Pieck puts on.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, this is gonna be a legit fight.
Oh, dude,
'Cause they showed the
obviously
gun
had a
later on
plan.
in the
They
trailer.
obviously had several plans. First off, they had Porco inside.
Mhm.
They had Pieck do this whole like undercover thing.
Uh-huh.
Porco tries to come up.
Reiner's
he misses
there.
his bite. Frick, bro, play the claw game a little longer. You know, he misses his bite on Aaron. Then they're about to fight. Reiner comes down. Like they've got a strategy. You're not
Yeah.
just gonna take the losses in Liberio and come back to fight, only to lose again without thinking about strats.
Yo, which Titans are we not accounting for right now in this fight? Okay, so Aaron has the Attack Titan, the Founding Titan, and the
Warhammer Titan.
Warhammer. So he's got three of them are right there.
The Jaw Titan.
Jaw Titan we see, the
Armor
Cart Titan,
Titan.
Armor Titan, and Cart Titan are
Titan.
all there. So that's 6.
6.
Zeke
Okay,
is
so
the
Zeke is out. He's
And Armin's
He's-
a prisoner.
Armin's in prison.
That's 8.
That's 8. Which one are we not accounting for?
Annie, who's in a crystal.
Annie, who's in the crystal. Okay, I just want to make sure we had all track of who was in this fight. Okay, all right. It was Annie.
It was freaking Annie.
Who are we
Okay,
gonna
sorry.
root for? Okay, I'm personally gonna root for Reiner in this fight,
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm on Team Reiner.
but
And John.
ultimately, I
Still a John fan?
I still have other options.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
right.
so at this point,
My heart is a mess.
at this point, I'm perma rooting for Levi, no matter what he's in. He's the only
He
guy who's
better not
always
be
had
dead,
my
or
back.
They
I'm
don't
going
show
to be
him.
so upset.
They don't.
They don't show him in this
They
freaking
don't
trailer.
show him at all. I
And they
noticed
show-
that, and I'm trying really hard not to think about it.
They show Zeke's stupid face, so we know he's alive. Anyway, so I'm always rooting for Levi, no matter who's fighting. I'm like, I got his back. He's had a good record so far.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if he murders everybody, I'm like, I'll allow you one
It's
slip
okay.
up. You know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty much always gonna ride with Armin at this point. The fact that he stood up last season to Eren, punched him in the face when he was talking his bullcrap to Mikasa,
Yeah.
and willingly got beaten for it and didn't go Titan. That I love Armin. His character development's awesome. I really
Yeah.
appreciate him. So I'm always gonna root for him. I'm almost always gonna root for Hanji. She's been
Yeah.
super solid.
Yeah,
Except
she's
for the whole
Sanjay's the
torture
one who's
thing.
going to find.
well, everyone has to have their moment where they do something wrong in this show.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true.
You talked about nuance
Pretty
earlier.
sure Hanjay's the one who's going to find Levi.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, she's with them. Hanji's with Flock and Gang, and
And
Flock
they
and
heard
Gang
an
are looking
explosion, and they were going towards it,
Right.
and Levi's the one who just blew up.
Yeah, you better
Yeah.
watch it with the monkey talk around here, okay? And,
Yeah.
and the Gabby Goat gang. Oh my
for.
gosh,
Gabby,
no.
Listen, no, Gabby Gang. Here's the thing: is
could be
King
coming
Zeke,
around.
come on, man.
you guys, if you watched the show, if you watched the podcast, if you listened through, you know. Gabby, I started to jump on Gabby Gang the second she got back into when she got on the airship and they captured her. I was like, "This is her moment.
Okay.
This girl's going to turn fully around." Which in this trailer, it looks
It
like
looks
she does.
like she does.
I was
However-
right. I was
however-
freaking right.
How much does she have to do to atone for murdering Sasha?
I don't know that she can.
I remember again.
Like, she's got to stop Eren. She's got to stop Zeke. She's got to single-handedly beat everybody and cause world peace and give puppies to everybody. And I'm like, you ain't Sasha. You ain't Sasha.
okay.
Get out of here.
Okay, listen.
Where's your potato?
Sasha would have given me potatoes.
Redemption can happen for Gabby. Here's my prediction. I've been saying this for a while that I think that as far as like how this whole thing shakes down, if it shakes down for the better, meaning like the problems in the show are actually solved to some degree as opposed to just chaos, which could
That's
happen.
going to happen.
But if that's the case, I think Gabby is one of the main. I think she ends up being one of the main people to do it. I'm
Yes.
just not entirely sure how.
Yeah, I think she's the Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
I think she's the one who's going to bring balance to the Force.
for sure. I mean, Falco
I
and
guess
Gabby
Anakin.
both. I think were introduced at the point they were for a reason. I
Yeah.
think they're going to come back around and they're going to represent this like new guard.
I was kind of hoping Colt was going to be on that, but didn't he die?
I don't think
Wait,
so.
no, I don't think so.
Oh, did he? I thought
He hasn't gotten this
He's
Titan
in the
power yet, has he?
airship.
Or
got
no?
flattened by that rock when Eren came in.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, of the recruits. No. It was
Oh, that was
the girl. All of them
Yeah.
basically
I've
died
forgotten her
except for
name.
Gabby,
Zoe?
Falco, and
Udo.
Udo,
Udo.
and
Udo died.
So Colt's still alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Colt's the one who took them out of the
Is he
area.
with them on the airship? I forget.
Zofia, not Zoe. Zofia.
Yeah, Zofia. I don't think so. Maybe not. I guess
right.
we'll find out.
All right.
All right, so go ahead and hit play. Let's keep going here.
We mustn't let
pause it
Eren and Zeke
there.
contact. Lending our hand would also mean the execution of the euthanasia plan. Yeah, I think this is somebody saying like, who do we help?
It's Jean, I think. Here, go back. Hit the 5-second back one. Okay, the founding titan. Okay, hit play again. Sorry, the founding titan and descendant of the royal family have gathered. We mustn't let Eren and Zeke come into contact. Whose voice did we decide this
Peak.
was? That's Peak.
Yeah, she's talking to Gabby. It seems like.
Yeah. Okay. Lending our hand. I pause it.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah. So,
Lending our hand would also mean the execution of these euthanization plan. This is
Yeah, I said that.
Jean?
You can see Colt. Sorry.
yeah, Colt's in the airship. John's talking right now. Interpol things. Yeah.
Lending our hand would also mean
Yeah, because this sounds like a conversation. All the people in prison,
Uh-huh.
Are having.
all the true scouts
Uh-huh.
are like, who do we help right now?
who do we fight for?
Because
with? Yeah.
she comes in and we're not sure who she's fighting for. She says she's fighting for. She says she wants to join Aldea.
Mm-hmm.
Then she's like, just kidding, Gabby. I'm not gonna join Aldea. And Gabby's like, you fighting for Marley? And she's like, F no. These people don't give a crap about me. Like,
Yeah.
who are you fighting for? And
Yeah, okay, but yeah, let's say the scouts in particular, whose side did they join? Because they're screwed left and right. So if they let's say they decide, okay, listen, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. We're going to side with Marley right here because Aaron needs to be taken down and he's going to do something bad and we can't let that happen. So they join Marley with a bunch of Jaegerists in town. Like they're up against some freaking stacked odds.
Okay,
like,
but already the Jaegerists don't like him.
Exactly. The Jaegers don't like him anyway. So, all right. So on the other hand, what do they join the Jaegers? They join to fight for Aaron, which I predict Mikasa's going to do. But like
her blood maybe says she has to.
Yeah, it might be the case that she has to, unless this next episode
Armin
is,
can convince her not to be stupid.
No, I kind of wonder if the whole next like bit here is actually Mikasa and Armin both proving Aaron wrong, saying no, we knew you were wrong like this whole time. Like I don't have to only fight on your side anyway. Yeah. Okay, lending our hand would mean also. Okay, lending our hand would also mean the execution of the euthanization plan.
Charlotte, is that a waifu comment there? Yeah, I like how Peak looks with the scout uniform on.
Oh, wow. Okay, go ahead and hit play again just real quick. Okay, pause.
Yeah.
Can you go back to
that's
that?
Jean.
Yeah, that's Jean.
That's Jean for
Old
sure.
Horse face himself.
Go back just a few frames to the scouts. We want to see who's standing in the stairway here. Yeah, so they get out of
Armin,
prison.
yeah.
We don't know how they escape, but it's
Yeah.
Mikasa, Armin, Jean, and what's Scrap?
It certainly wasn't Yelena who lets him out because she runs away when the action happens. She's up on the roof with Aaron. She goes, "Don't trust this lady," whatever, right? So it's probably not her. She doesn't go, "Oh no, Aaron's gonna fight these people. Go let out his friends who we just locked up in prison." I don't foresee that it's possible. So maybe when the castle collapsed, they get out, or maybe someone goes and says, "You better go help Aaron. You're his friend, right?"
I don't know. Okay, because you know how there's a lot of sort of unwilling participants with the Jaegerists. There's a bunch of people like they literally have an armband for those who were like forced to comply because of the wine.
They're not wearing an armband.
They're not wearing scout uniforms either. They're just wearing ODM gear.
Tell me the Jaegerists didn't let him go.
No, what you can see the emblem on Armin's
I'm talking
arm.
about the.
Scouts.
Do you remember the bandana they had to tie around?
Yeah.
The white, the red, or the black?
That could just be.
Those are like elbow pads. I all have those on both elbows. Those aren't the
No, I was
armbands.
talking about up here.
But the Jaegerists.
Yeah, he doesn't have it.
Remember the Jaegerists had to make everybody tie armbands around their arms to show if
Yes,
they were
I
willing.
remember that. Yes.
So they're not wearing.
Of course they're not. They were
black
in
ones,
prison.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're letting him out,
Somebody let them out, or they got out.
or they got out.
I don't know. All right. Okay, go for it a little bit more. Jean, we're about to witness the moment of
This is
change
Yelena.
of history.
That's Yelena.
Pause it.
Yelena. Oh, Anya
Anya Capone
Capone.
lets him out.
Anya
Yeah.
Capone
That's
lets
showing it
him
right
out.
here.
Yep.
I knew he
I
was an
did
unwilling
say,
participant.
isn't that his voice? Yeah.
Can you go back just like a couple? To the
Tasa, what
previous
do you want to do?
shot?
I thought I heard his voice.
Yeah, that's him unlocking the thing. Again, this is all the next episode. We're analyzing. We're gonna do like a full. Okay,
Yep.
so see the airship going down, the explosion and stuff happening here. We are about to witness the moment of change in history. That's Yelena? Question mark.
Yes. Yeah. She's always orgasmic about whatever Zeke and the Jaegerists are gonna do.
So this shot right here. So in the original trailer, we had a scene of her with her arms in the air and like the whole thing happening. I think this happens
blowing
here.
up over her.
She thinks that this is the
Beginning of the end.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. All right. Keep going. Hit play. Anya Capone lets him out. The scarf. Okay, pause.
Yep.
Go back to the gun.
Peak had that giant
Yeah,
howitzer like cannon on her back.
Yeah. So Anya Capone lets him out, which means that there's people who are still kind of like there's unease. Okay, the lines have not yet. The alliances rather have not. Who's that?
Anya Capone.
Who was that? No, the face. Right? Okay, never mind. Just kidding. I don't
That
know.
one, that's Gabby.
Okay, go back to the gun.
Yeah, well, do you remember the last episode in season 4? They didn't tell Anya Capone everything. They didn't tell him about the euthanation plan. And Yelena starts talking crap to Pixis, and she goes, "Yep, I might as well tell you about this whole thing."
Uh-huh.
And Anya Capone's like, "Oh, that was the plan? Because homie didn't let me know." Then he goes with him to that prison, right? And there's unrest even right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Things are not settled. Okay, so this gun, I forgot about the anti-Titan guns. They ship one of these suckers in.
And
Put it on
Pika
the
wears it.
Yeah, and Pika wears it.
What a boss.
This is interesting. She's got two homies operating the
Her
gun.
gun
in there.
crew's dead though.
So sad.
Original
they?
crew, yeah, they're
Yeah.
dead.
Maybe
her OG
Colt,
crew.
maybe Magath.
I don't know. Yeah, you think Magath would actually go?
I don't know.
I think he was on the airship.
He was. Yeah. Magath and Colt were on the airship.
It looks like she's stationary. See how the feet of this thing go down to the
Yeah.
ground though, like when she
Yeah.
fires this thing. This is going to be
Yeah,
interesting.
it probably has to
Stabilizer.
brace her against the recoil.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because we were just talking about how like Titans essentially become irrelevant because of technology.
Yeah.
That seems like what we're looking at right there.
Yeah, that part where Armin starts crying and says, "Oh, your cause has touched my heart."
Yeah, you think that's a ruse? I thought it was.
Such a
I hope
weird,
so.
Such a weird thing that happened.
Okay, go ahead. Just a few more frames past this. Okay, do you want to help Aaron? This is obviously the scouts talking to Mikasa.
Mm-hmm.
And this
There's
is Armin in his ODM gear, which he's not normally prone to be good at, but here he is doing it with the Thunder Spear.
Looking uneasy.
Yeah, he does
Who
look-
would I help?
Yeah. And then we have...
'Cause technically they're being invaded. You know?
There
Yeah.
were no devils in the first place.
This is Gabby.
So who do you want to help in the first place? They're asking Mikasa. I want to hit on that really quick. They're asking Mikasa, what do you want to do? I think we already basically touched this, but like, how do you think she'll actually decide what she's actually going to do here? Because I have this feeling she's going to say, listen, I want to fight for like the right cause. Like I think this is going to be the first time where she breaks away from I only fight for Aaron to like, no, I have to fight for the right thing. And right now he's not doing the right thing. So I'm still fighting for him, but I'm fighting for him to become not the weird, wicked guy that he seemed to be 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
That's my thought. Okay, this is the line. I just want to say it again. I was friggin' right. She goes and she meets the people on the island and she goes, you're not all devils. Yeah, this is propaganda. And the propaganda is bullcrap and don't believe propaganda.
It took not just Sasha, not just Niccolo, you know, and Papa Browse, like forgiveness. It took all of that, and it took her most trusted, beloved, like idols, Zeke and Peak, being like, "No, kid, what are you freaking brainwashed? What are you, an idiot?"
Yeah,
you know, like,
right.
yeah. And then now she's coming around. So if she does in this episode, that would be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it might take her a few more episodes, but
Yeah.
if it's in this next one, then her path is going to be very different after this.
But she says this line here. It says there were no devils in the first place, meaning
I think
they
that
were
has
never
a
the case.
bigger meaning than just
that was never the case that these were the wicked people who destroyed millions of lives through the Titans.
I think she's going to discover more truth about the Titans, and
Interesting.
that's when she's going to say that.
Okay, go ahead and go play just to the next line. That face. There were only people on this island.
Mm-hmm.
So she understands them to not be devils. There's a bunch of frames right there. I don't know who that one guy was.
Okay, so this is probably Hanji finding Levi.
Oh, this is Hanji finding Levi.
Oh no!
No,
And
she doesn't look happy.
He's I think he's gone. I really do, or he's
Go
real
back.
badly hurt.
No,
Can you go back a little bit, Becca? Let's make sure we
he-
don't see any bits of Levi over here, like on the
He
street.
had to fulfill
Okay,
his. Who's is that? The
Colt.
Colt right there?
Yeah, and yep.
And he found
Falco
him.
and
He
Gabby.
found Gabby and Falco. The explosion. This looks like it's in the walls, though.
Is it the howitzer?
Oh, that's
a
that might
Titan.
That may be Armin. No, that's the howitzer.
Whoa!
That's
a
that's
skeleton.
that's the skeleton.
So she
of-
jumps out.
She
Armin
leaves it
blew her
mounted
up.
there. She mounted on top of the wall and
Uh-huh.
leaves it there, and then goes and transforms again.
Yeah.
Who is that? Is that Megath?
I think that's Megath.
Yeah.
Kenny?
Yeah.
Oh, if only Kenny.
Yeah. If Kenny was here, it'd all be
He's the
different.
least of my worries now.
I know. Magath,
I
yeah,
long
looks
for the
like
days
we're
when Kenny was the bad guy. Pause.
Oh, he doesn't look alive. He doesn't
He's
look
not-
alive.
He's not good though.
Gosh.
He ain't we can say he ain't in fighting shape.
Mhm.
So Zeke or somebody's able to transform or he's not in this next fight. For sure we can say that, I
Yeah.
think.
Realistically, if we're gonna talk about
Why, God, why?
if we're gonna talk about actual realistic stuff,
Okay, calm down.
his eardrums would at least both be burst.
Yeah.
You'd probably not be able to hear. You're right. Yeah.
Are those shards of metal in his face
Yes,
too?
in his neck.
In his jaw?
He's not gonna live.
Not his neck,
It's
his
just
jaw.
a flesh. It's just Levi though.
Yeah.
He'll wipe it off, right?
He's
Up.
been through worse.
He'll keep fighting. Yeah, and this is how you know that Zeke is not the good guy, is because he hurt Levi.
Amen.
Anybody
Amen,
hurts
brother.
Levi is a bad guy. Just so.
Okay, just go to the next. Just go through this slowly here, because I know there's a bunch of kind of flashing frames. Annie and the
Annie.
crystal.
Annie. Okay, if we get
So her hair does
She's
grow.
the only one who could save him at this point.
if in episode 1 of season 2 part 2 or season 4 part 2 we get some Annie action, I would be so stoked for the rest of the season.
Okay,
But I feel like they're gonna make us wait.
imagine
She's
you
gonna
are
be in the crystal until the end.
Imagine you are Annie and you've been frozen since season 1. You know none of the events, and you
Oh
pop
my
out and you're like, what happened? Like,
It's like everything is wrong with the world.
oh.
Aaron has multiple Titan powers.
Okay, so here's the canon again. So
There are
keep
only
going
people on
slow
this
here.
island. Yeah.
There were only people on this island, not devils, but people.
Season 1 was 9 years ago. Oh my gosh.
Oh, what the frick? Okay, we've already seen this. They throw the
Flashback,
bottle at each other.
Zeke and Aaron. So maybe some more dialogue that's going to be shared, possibly, or are they just using it for an effect?
Yeah, so they kind of recap this line. We just have to keep moving forward,
What
right?
does that even mean?
But who says that line? Is that Aaron?
Aaron says it, I
I'm
think.
pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, pause right there. That's Reiner going down and Aaron running.
That's Armin, I think, right?
I think they're gonna try and capture Aaron or something.
No, it looks like he just took Reiner down. So I think Reiner wins the fight, and then
They have
the
to come
scouts
in-
have to stop him from
have to stop.
destroying Aaron.
Dude, that would be the most legit thing.
dang.
Of all the moments we've like cheered for him, like, oh, if Reiner takes Aaron down right here, I'm gonna be losing my freaking mind.
Wait,
Even
go
if he
back.
like,
Go back. What's Zeke?
Where? You mean that person flying around is Zeke?
Oh, talking. Zeke's talking.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Keep moving forward.
yeah, I think it's Zeke. Maybe it is Zeke saying it to Aaron. Yeah, Reiner going down, Aaron running on foot, not in Titan form, is
Dang.
interesting. Like telling us a little something about this fight.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like I hate that it gives away, but it looks like Reiner freaking impales Aaron with some sort of like metal.
Yeah,
object.
we're about to get. Well, it's with because he has the Warhammer power. He starts to use it on Reiner. Reiner freaking outwits him and breaks it off
Dang.
and shoves it. Here we go.
There's Zeke.
So we know Zeke's alive, but look, he's got a limb. It's already grown back. He's alive and he has a limb.
He was in that freaking belly.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, babe?
He
Well, I'm
has a
saying he
leg
an
too.
arm. He looks like he has a leg as well.
He must be paying these gas prices.
He's saying here, "Come to me, Aaron. We all know what this is about." They had arranged a spot.
I
to
think
come and do
Aaron's
the thing.
running towards Zeke in this.
right there. Okay, that would make
So
sense.
do you think Zeke gets brought to Shig and Sheena? That
Oh,
Titan
for sure.
brought him to there.
For
I think
sure.
we're trying to both get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Okay, go ahead and keep going slowly here. Okay, come to me, Aaron.
His pants regenerated. That's a pretty strong power.
And you can regenerate.
I
quite.
I
think-
think he Titan shouts here, right? Doesn't he Titan shout right here? Because they show all the glowy things.
Oh,
around
what
Shig
the
and Sheena.
freaking sniper rifle! Look at this.
Who
How
is
is
she
this
gonna
shot supposed
shoot
to be
at?
here?
How does she hold that up?
I mean, it's supposed to be an exaggerated shot where you're looking down the barrel mostly, but that's Gabby with a freaking sniper rifle.
Gabby's the number one with a bullet.
If she's on the side of Paradise now, who's she shooting at?
That's a good
Zeke.
question.
I'm pretty sure she's shooting at Zeke.
Yeah, go back about 10 seconds and just play it. Gosh, so much happens. It's like 10 seconds. This freaking trailer. What's that purple thing?
I don't know. Oh, Levi.
Keep moving forward, right? Keep pause it, right? Okay, yeah, let it go. Were you the one who led me here? Pause it there. Go
Yeah.
back just a tiny bit. Were you the one who led me here?
Mm-hmm.
And it's in this red.
Starts talking to Ymir, it seems like.
And it looks like this is where Reiner is down. That looks like Reiner maybe who's down, or well, Armor Titan. Okay, play it and just pause it into this next like shot. Right there. What the heck is happening? Right there. What the frick is that?
Is that someone getting hit by Gabby's bullet?
Yeah.
Maybe?
I think so.
Oh my
In
gosh.
the head.
You think Gabby freaking snipes Aaron though?
Yeah,
no.
I'm thinking she
Aaron
either
just
is going to
dies?
snipe Aaron or Zeke. She's going to snipe one of them.
Oh my gosh, that would be the big. Okay, everybody is telling us, oh, you haven't seen the big twist yet. If the big twist is Aaron dies,
Aaron just gets
that would be
murked.
having crazy. That would be crazy.
But then
crazy.
where would all the Titan powers go?
That's where we don't
They would
know.
go-
That's the big question.
I know where they would
yeah.
go. They would go to Historia's baby.
Oh my gosh.
They would go to Historia's
What the
baby.
frick, dude? Yeah. What? Oh my
Like,
gosh.
was that the plan all along?
Wow,
Is
is this-
Ymir trying to be reborn? I don't know, man.
Is this trailer telling us too much right now? Okay, go ahead and go to the very next shot. We get this bit
That
of who
weird
we
thing
think.
in the background reminds me of that weird creature in the water.
Yeah. Same.
Were you the one who led me here in the first place?
And
Okay, so
there's
this
Ymir.
little girl, we've seen her in the outro of season 4. Is that where we see her? We've seen her before a couple of times.
Before. She was in the trailer, the first trailer too, I think.
Yeah.
Trailer.
With all the water
Charlotte
stuff.
has a good reminder. It's not the first time Isayama was like, "Oh, the main character's dead."
True.
Just kidding.
Yeah, true. True.
Well, I wouldn't put it past them to have Aaron get shot directly in the head and regenerate. I mean, Zeke just got blown out of hell and he regenerated. So
But man,
if Gabby shoots Aaron in the head, he might not actually die because he has so many Titan powers.
dang.
You know, maybe he regenerates and has some sort of vision while he's regenerating his
Whoa.
brain matter.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. Okay, who does Gabby hate the most?
Probably
Is it
Aaron.
She hates Zeke though because she thinks he's a traitor.
She hates both of them. They're brothers.
No,
so-
Aaron killed her friends. She
Yeah.
saw it happen. She
Yes.
does still
she
hate him.
hates
True.
Aaron a lot.
Yeah. That would make the most sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Her shooting him. Yeah,
Yeah,
she ain't
sure.
afraid to shoot people.
All right, so play it again just so we get to the little bit more detail on this face here. Okay, pause. So
Yeah,
we don't get a ton of the Ymir character there. It's just zooming in and like a
But
blue world.
We get it later here.
We got Parko running around, jumping on rooftops.
He's part of the fight.
He's part of the fight. He's there.
Okay,
we knew he was there.
However, so far most of this has looked like it's been in
Chicken
Chicken Cheetah.
inside the walls.
chronological order.
Yeah, I agree.
So this to me would be something that's either out
This
of
is
chronological
different.
order. Why wouldn't he be part of that fight with Reiner and Aaron?
Right.
So either this is
They-
out of chronological
Marley's
order,
plan has some very strategic ends.
or he's gonna go try to pick up Aaron's body now
Something.
and try to get the.
no, I'm saying
lick his fluids.
they aren't just going in for
lick
like
his
a,
fluids.
oh gosh, okay.
Sorry.
Drink.
Never
the
say
food.
that to me again.
So
Spinal.
they've got
Never.
they've got a multi-tiered plan. They always do. Marley, I'm
Yeah.
saying they're not going in here like, well, our only goal is to capture Aaron. Like they're gonna have multiple goals here. They're gonna have backup plans. Anyway, go ahead and play it. Roll it a little bit more forward here.
I have to cancel myself now. I apologize.
You cancel, buddy.
Okay, where's he going?
He's heading for Zeke, it looks
so
like. Or at
maybe
least that's
Zeke
what they're
joins the
making
fight?
it look
What?
like.
He's in his Titan already? How?
What a terrible piece of.
Oh, from his thing.
This is straight vodka though. I don't know.
I'll take it. It's fine.
Vodka.
I've been.
Vodka water. Dang, what the heck? Okay, go ahead and just roll it again forward a little bit.
He's
Pause.
okay. So this is obviously not in chronological order because this fight has appeared to already been over.
No, Reiner's getting back up. They
But
thought he was
Zeke
down. He's
But Aaron was just in his Titan form just then.
yeah, he retransforms.
So after he gets shot in the head,
Oh,
he retransforms.
if that's a shot in the
Maybe
head, then
him
you're
getting
right.
shot in the head is out of
If it's not a
chronological
shot in the
order.
head, then no. Okay, go back to the shot before this. Keep going. Nope, that's too far. Sorry.
Let's go.
Okay, go frame by frame here. Yeah, Porco does this jumping around thing. So we see Zeke throwing rocks at the airships. Makes sense because he's not on Marley's side
But
anymore.
we didn't see more than one airship. Now it would make sense if they had multiples. Oh no, we did.
No,
didn't
we did. We saw a fleet of
platoon
them.
Okay,
Yeah, more
so
than
Zeke
one.
shows up. He throws rocks. He brings the airship down. Right?
Porco hates Zeke now because he knows he's a turncoat. So that could be him attacking Zeke.
But
Okay,
Zeke's-
Zeke throws what looks like rocks again here.
Yeah, there's the airships.
There's multiple airships, and they've got scout
and
lines.
they're,
They're
are they
shooting.
shooting?
Yeah, they're shooting, it looks like. And he's trying to sink them, which he was very good at. And he says, I will put an end to this
Oh,
world.
who does Zeke say that?
I think it's Aaron saying
I
it.
thought
I'm
it's
pretty
Aaron
sure
saying
Aaron
that.
is saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's Aaron's face.
And remember what he said in season 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
gonna-
eat
I'm gonna
you
destroy.
all.
I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna
destroy
destroy the whole world. These words.
Wait, that's
Thanks,
a meme.
babe.
That's a meme.
There
That's
it
a
is.
meme.
Gift that.
When someone tells you there's no more Chick-fil-A sauce.
I won't put an end
Can
to
you put
this
that in my
world.
gift keyboard?
Oh, that's good.
All right. Yeah, keep going here slowly. So this is Aaron
Oh.
going green. Is green good or is green bad?
I think green
Okay.
is when he's in demon form.
Yeah.
And then we
that's,
got Reiner with his face kind of messed up. Oh yeah,
Reiner.
getting messed up by Aaron.
Aaron's punching his
With
armor
his-
off of his face.
Yeah, this is lend me your strength. We know this is Aaron saying it. Yeah, I'll put an end to this world. Lend me your strength.
Who's he asking for strength?
Reiner.
Doesn't
He wants Reiner to join his
I think
team.
he's gonna like.
Or does he want his Titan?
Yeah, because he's about to die anyway, so he's saying, just give it to me.
But why wouldn't he have taken it earlier?
Great
I don't
question.
know.
That's why I think there's something to this.
Now, what is this lightning happening?
Oh, I think he's breaking his bones.
You can just play it, yeah.
Yeah, I think he broke some bone off.
No, I think he's just forming the... You don't have to suffer anymore. He's saying that to Aaron.
Wait, go back.
I'm
Go back.
He's
They look like the Beast Titan flopping down. Okay, pause.
Yep.
Go frame by
Oh.
frame.
That's the only frame, and it doesn't...
Yeah. Okay, so the Beast Titan
Who's
Gets hit-
chucking the Beast
gets
Titan
hit by the
around?
howitzer, maybe?
Reiner?
Or does Jaw take a bite out of him or something?
There's
Okay.
a chunk of his flesh missing.
We have to talk about the lines here, though. Okay, he's saying, Aaron's
have to
saying, "Lend me your
suffer.
strength." Like, I'm gonna destroy the world. Lend me your strength. And then Reiner, his a line here says, "You don't have to suffer anymore."
Or is
He's
that
talking-
Reiner's line or is that Zeke's
Yeah,
line?
that's Reiner saying it. Go back and play
was?
it. And then this is
Yeah,
Zeke.
look at all.
Yeah, he has a wound on the
big
back.
Yeah, so is that howitzer? Is that John? Or sorry, is that
The Jaw Titan.
Jaw Titan
Did he
bite?
get shot with
Thunder
the
Spear?
Titan piercing thing?
That looks like it.
I don't know, but he goes down. Says, "Oh man, dude, what the crap is this episode?"
Man, remember when Zeke was so OP and he just keeps getting
Okay, so
beat?
look, Aaron does his Warhammer Titan thing, and then Reiner bests him and
He
freaking
breaks
runs him
one of
through.
these things off.
Yeah, and freaking runs him through
runs
with
him
it.
through.
off and oh, jeez, what a boss. I know,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, Reiner's. Yeah, he's
Pins him
where it's
to
at.
a house.
It's only a flesh wound.
Gosh, dude. Oh,
That's a lot of ketchup.
ketchup. Yeah, for sure.
When you open a ketchup packet and it explodes.
I'm a descendant of the royal family, which must be Zeke saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Reiner's saying it.
You think Reiner's wrong?
I doubt that that's the case. I don't know
Remember,
what made me
Reiner's
say
dad
that.
was a Marleyan.
Yeah.
and
Whose
his-
face is that?
Zeke?
Yeah,
touching
they're
it.
gonna
Pause,
touch.
go back.
They're
Oh my
gonna
gosh.
actually make it. Okay.
Okay, so what's going to happen, in my opinion, is Reiner's actually going to get the better of Aaron in this episode. He's about to kill him, and Zeke's going to do a freaking Titan scream, raise a bunch of Titans, and save Aaron's life.
No, I think the scouts. I think the Jaegers are going to save Aaron.
But
I
look,
think they're going to pop
but
in.
look,
They're going to freaking. Now look, so this because them getting together here is after that whole fight. There's no doubt about it. This is not in
okay,
chronological
but the
order.
Titan scream is as Aaron's getting jacked up right now. Zeke's going to do a Titan scream.
No, look, it's not in chronological order. Look, look. Okay, this is Reiner jacking up Aaron. Go to the next scene.
Mm-hmm.
The next scene is
Yeah, this is them later on touching heads.
yeah. So it's not in
But
chronological
wait,
order.
but wait, now look, keep going.
Okay, they touch heads,
They do
which is an
their-
interesting thing.
They do there.
It's night.
Yeah.
It's a clear sky when they're touching foreheads. There. That may have nothing to do with it. Just
Right.
pointing it out.
It's magical, the stars, the paths.
Okay, so we know that this is the rumbling. There's just no question about that, correct?
Or-
This is the
or
beginning.
or is this them
Okay, so
changing
now
the
Titan Scream.
changing the physiology of Eldians?
It's
Who knows?
oh, I see what you're saying. You think
Or-
this? You think he's execute? You think he's raising Titans out of the ground right here
Yes, right here. He's doing his Titan Scream thing.
and getting Titans out
And
of
look
the
what
ground?
happens in the very next scene. Yeah, Zeke's
Okay,
there
keep
as well.
going short.
Can you
yeah.
imagine having to go to the barber with this guy?
Oh Lord, look at those teeth though. Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
He's turning a bunch of Eldians.
He's jacked up.
into
And look, see
They're
this?
coming out of the
all
ground. They're not-
Titans.
and they're not coming out of the walls. They're coming
No,
out
they're
of the
coming
ground.
out of the houses
And
and
then
the streets.
look at this.
Well, wait.
All
This is
the
this is
Jaegerists are turning into
These are the people he
Titans.
put the wine in. That's them.
It's all the Jaegerists are
Because those are the
turning
people
into
he can
Titans.
transform right now. He can freaking just do it on command.
Unless they did that weird thing beforehand where they shove people onto the city. Remember
Now,
that?
yeah, this
Yeah.
is. I've had this theory for a while that like it's at least possible, given the spinal fluid method, that if you have a dead corpse, that you can raise it into a Titan, so long as like that.
Does
spinal
that
fluid
mean
thing.
that
Yeah, why not?
what's his face is
Oh.
going to turn into a Titan here? Falco?
If he's in the area, I don't
Is
think
he
he's.
drank?
not dead.
I don't think he's in the area.
No,
And
he
remember,
drank the wine.
Yeah, but
He
he
drank
only
the
got
wine.
a drop.
I'm
he-
just saying.
He
I don't
felt
think
the
so.
whatever. My point is that like I think these could like. Do you think it's at least somewhat possible? Like these are actually the bodies of from 10 years ago.
It's possible. But they didn't drink the wine.
True. All right. Fair enough. All right. Go
It's
ahead.
just only the people who drink the wine. And I don't think the Jaegerists drink the wine. I think only the military people drink the wine.
Yeah.
The people with the white bands are not the white
Okay.
bands.
The thing is, in the rest of this trailer, there's been no other signs of dumb Titans.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, go slowly.
So go
Okay, so
slowly.
he screams. So this isn't the rumbling. I thought it was.
Some sort of magical thing happens right here, right?
A bunch of Titans.
And look,
are
Reiner's
formed.
beating the piss out of
Aaron. It looks
and
like
here's
he's
Zeke
just about dead.
doing his thing.
So he screams.
Reiner's on top of him.
He's in full mount. He's freaking ground and pounding him right now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that scene where Zeke is like reaching for him and he's missing arms is after he crawls out of that mess.
It could
right
be.
there.
Very possible. All right, slowly.
And this happens.
And Aaron's going to jump out of his tent.
Yeah, this is the same scream thing, but just a aerial view of the same. Ooh, somebody's down right here.
That's the
Porco?
Porco, yeah. So Porco gets jacked up at some point.
Wow. This is going to be a freaking
Great fight.
banger episode.
Oh.
Like I'm sorry I'm kind of spoiling as much for myself, but this is not my fault. They put this trailer out. Look,
I
that's
know.
the spikes,
That's
the
the spikes.
Warhammer spikes.
So some other stuff happened. Maybe Aaron's running after that. So okay, hang on. Is it possible, because it's not in chronological order, that that Aaron gets stabbed, he is about to die, he hops out,
Retransforms.
he retransforms.
And then
we know he does that trick.
attacks him.
Homie tackles him, but he gets out again. He runs over, and him and Zeke crawl together, and they touch, and then they do some sort of rumbling, summoning, something magical.
Or them
happens.
doing the touching thing is entirely disconnected from this episode. That's the
I
one
wouldn't
bit from
put
a
that
future
past
thing.
them because
But look at the way all the light comes up.
Yeah.
Did that look like people transforming into Titans?
Yeah, I think
Do you
so.
remember the forest scene where
That's
everyone
the color
transforms?
of
Yeah,
That happened?
I think that looks like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Could be a stylistic choice here. All right.
There isn't any
lightning.
lightning. There's usually lightning and like a ball of light.
No, they don't all transform the same way. The lightning thing is specifically like
Titan shifters.
Titan shifters. And then not just that. I think we're
we might be
splitting hairs there.
Yeah. All right.
Keep going.
Continue.
We have to keep moving forward. Okay,
Yeah.
pause. Who's the little girl? Why is she dressed like that?
What's with her eyes?
She has a hairband thing.
For 2,000 years, we've been waiting. It's Ymir.
We have to keep moving forward. I think that
What does that mean now?
this whole bit, see how it's blue? When they touch foreheads, it's also kind of blue.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when
Yeah.
they touch, they kind of like meet
They actually meet the
they-
founding.
yeah.
She's the one who's brought him to this point.
Yeah.
Okay, now answer me this. Aaron, got to keep moving forward, right? We got to keep moving forward. And how do you keep moving forward? You end all your society. That's how you move forward. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
He's the bad guy. He is the bad guy.
But how
now.
is that moving forward? That's literally
That's his
stopping.
That's his version of moving forward.
So people don't understand what words mean. They're welcome to 2020.
Yeah. All right, go keep rolling it. We have to keep moving forward, even if we die. Pause.
Even if we die.
Even if we and
Even
even
after
after we
we
die.
die.
That's the line I was trying to get. Even
So
if we
I'm
die,
pretty sure some. Yeah.
and even after we die, here we got
Gabby's
Gabby and
reaching out.
Falco.
Falco's gonna die.
Really?
No.
You
I think so.
But Falco's going to get the power. He had the vision.
I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna. I'm almost positive
Is he
he's
going to get Reiner's power? I think he needs
Yeah,
to.
I think he does. I think he gets Reiner's power.
Reiner's jacked up and he runs over
Which
there and
even
like,
if he doesn't die right then, if he gets Reiner's power, he's gonna die.
Now, again, we're all looking. We are still in agreement that even this is going to be first couple of episodes and then into the next part. I'm still predicting that either there are more Titan powers to be had, or there's a massive shift in the way Titan powers work. Because I know we've got more of that coming.
Definitely.
Because
We haven't seen
in
it
the
all. We
in the
haven't seen it all.
second episode of season 4, they're like, "Can Titans fly?" And he points
Keep
up, and I'm
moving
like,
forward was also something that the owl said to Grisha.
"That's right. That's true."
It's something that's true universally. And so I think it didn't originate.
Yeah.
I think it originated with Ymir.
Whose version of moving forward are we talking about?
Exactly. And yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, go frame by frame here. So we got
That's Aaron.
Gabby, Falco, Aaron
back
inside of
in
his Titan.
Even after
Fighting.
we die.
Even after we die, tells me that Aaron understands that he's going to be able to control. He's going to have some input on the next person, and that's it. That's the end of the trailer, pretty
He's
much.
got to sacrifice himself, I think is what he's saying.
Ever since I was born, I've always been me, and that's Aaron saying it.
Nope. It's not Aaron saying it. Aaron doesn't exist. Aaron is just purely a vessel. All of the Titan people have been connected, and it's the paths that's saying it.
So, all right, we have to make this point. When they touch foreheads, they think they know what's going to happen. Probably not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, because it's Saber who's like, oh, I found a workaround. Like you could do this thing to subvert the founding Titans' power and the vow to the renunciation of war. This is all theory. It's all theory, and when the rubber hits the road and they actually do this thing, I feel like that's where we start getting some curveballs. It does not work like they think it works.
I would be pleasantly surprised if that was the case. If they go to do it, they go, oh shoot, we've been misinformed.
Yeah,
and it's not the way we think it is. Just like in season 1, Titans weren't what we thought they were.
Yeah,
it's
very possible.
As well.
All right, so yeah, things we didn't see in the trailer. I'm not sure we saw Megath.
We saw him.
Okay, we did? All right.
He gives the command to fire.
think he's,
All right, so Megath's there.
his eye.
We don't see Historia or the baby.
We don't see Levi moving.
We don't see Levi moving. I thought Levi wasn't in the trailer, but
dead.
he's just jacked up.
Gosh. If he's dead.
I don't know what we do.
Isayama did say he wanted to hurt people.
Oh, yeah.
Would hurt me.
It would hurt me a lot.
Easy way.
It would hurt me a lot.
Easy way. Okay, so let's talk for a second. This is who I've always been, is the most bullcrap thing people say all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Every single time someone gets into some new psychological bullcrap,
They have to be like, oh, I've always been like this.
this is the real me. You just never saw it. Yeah, I just hung out with you for the last 18 years of your life, gone through thick and thin with you, had a lifelong friendship, and now the thing you're just doing for the last 6 months, that's the real you. I see. You've always been like this, except for you weren't, and you changed, and it's okay to change. It's okay to grow. But let's not pretend for a second that we're like, no, this is who I've always been. I've just basically suppressed it my entire life. No. If you've done something for your entire life, that's who you are, right?
Well, he says since the day I was born, I've always been me.
So when was he born?
Not him. Oh, yeah. Maybe he was born in the woods after his daddy stabbed him in the neck with Titan spinal fluid.
Or maybe time is not exactly as we think, because the paths connects everything. And so from the creation of Titans, there's been a consciousness in the paths. Maybe it's Ymir, it's the founder, whoever, or it's the thing that they touched. It's some special being that touched and got itself into the people.
It's the weird glowy amoeba in the water.
It's the demon, it's the devil or whatever. And its desire is to manifest itself. And it's always been itself ever since it was born. And it's been slowly corrupting everybody it touches. And the only way to win is to harden everybody. It's to bomb everybody. It's to end the Titans in order to save everybody.
Dang. I don't know. I can't really see where it's ultimately going here. I don't think any of us can see it accurately because we don't know what the actual twist is. Our theories are Aaron dies, and here's the reason I think that holds water. Aaron's killed or dies here because he says in the trailer we have to keep moving forward even if we die, even after we die. Yeah. So I think it's at least possible that we think that Aaron dies, which he does. He literally dies, but he doesn't actually die because he lives on through whoever inherits the Titan.
Memories.
But nobody inherits Titan memories if all of society dies. If all of the
I don't think they pull it off. I just don't think the sterilization thing. I just have a hard time seeing it like.
Or it doesn't work as they think.
That's what I'm saying.
Or it doesn't work as they think. Perhaps they could just change the physiological of people. Instead of sterilizing them, they just remove the ability to transform into Titans.
That would make way more sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Way more sense?
I'm pretty sure I was saying that a while back.
Hey,
you can change people's bodies, make them not change into Titans. How about that?
Take away the devil part of the reason people call us devils.
Unless that's not a
we're
thing.
We're just like everybody else,
sure.
Right?
Which is another theory I have.
But it is the thing
that anybody could become a Titan, and they just pretend that.
But we know that
specific people can.
But we know that not everybody turned into a Titan when Zeke did his yell. Only the Eldians who drank spinal fluid. I guess we haven't really seen any Marlians drink spinal fluid.
This is what I'm saying. What if that's the biggest secret of all, is that Marlians, if they get
they
injected,
did blood tests.
They could change. Yeah.
They do blood tests to find out if somebody's LTN or not, yeah.
So, there's some really good comments here.
I trust nothing.
For a second, every season of Attack on Titan recontextualizes every previous season in some new way.
True.
100%.
Very true.
It is like, we just talked about this. Season 1 is its own show. You could have done 4 seasons just on the same premise of people in the walls fighting back. Right?
I thought it was going to be, and I was pumped.
Yeah, exactly. That's the show I signed up for, right? Season 2 is like, just kidding. There's traitors among us. There's more than you understand of going on. Season 3 is like, who's the bad guy? Who's the good guy? We thought there was these two clear sides. Now we're like,
well,
wait a second.
because the conflict, season 3 is the conflict within it starts with the conflict within the walls, right? The leadership being like kind of corrupt, and then like, well, they know more than they're letting on.
Yeah, we always thought it was us versus the Titans, the bad guys outside the walls. But wait a second, there's even bad guys inside the walls.
Who are in league with the Titans. Yeah,
there's monsters among us, right?
Yep.
And then season 4 goes, well, who's the real bad guys?
Yeah,
Marlian, Eldea. Who is it, right? Like you're right. So amazing comment. Every previous season of Attack on Titan recontextualizes every other season in some other way. Paris says the next several episodes are my favorite part of the entire series.
Wow,
that is high.
That's
praise.
high praise coming from you. Okay, not that I wasn't excited. Now I'm really excited.
Charlotte says, recall the title for episode 1 of season 1
to you in 2,000 years. Yeah, we've talked about this a few times on the show.
So something has to come full circle around.
Yeah, and so a couple theories I threw out. One of them was I thought the to you in 2000 years. So the narrator for the show is Armin's voice. So I've kind of had this going theory that Armin that to you in 2,000 years is like the Titan thing is like sealed up. But it's going to come back around, and like it's Armin writing a letter, and he's been the one chronicling all the events of this whole series basically, and he's writing it all down and like putting it like a time capsule, leaving it in a basement of his own, so that's rediscovered at the correct time, 2,000 years, that type of thing. So that's one. The reverse of that theory is that the 2,000 years is 2,000 years before this, and then we're actually about to find like something happened that day. With to you in 2000 years. Yeah, so it's kind of the reverse of that. So like they're the ones that are going to rediscover. Yeah, Ymir writes a letter.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
She's been trying to communicate that through the past to the holders of the Titans. She's been trying to guide them and guard them or something. Yeah. What if Annie never comes out of her crystal this season? Because when you get crystallized, it lasts 2,000 years.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I was thinking that Armin's writing Annie a letter for 2,000 years.
Well,
from that.
Remember the opening of season 4, Eren gets crystallized.
Yeah.
Or it looks like everyone gets crystallized, right? Everyone becomes that crazy mess, which they foreshadowed in season 1 of, oh my gosh, I almost got stuck in that crystal thing, and Mikasa saves Eren as he's hardening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if that lasts 2,000 years?
Remember they almost fused. Yeah, in season 1 they almost fused together.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then in the intro to this, there is like a sort of a frozen Eren plus a bunch of Titans beneath him.
Monster.
Yeah.
And they're all frozen. What if that lasts 2,000 years?
What are you saying? 13.
13 years.
Yeah, you got 13 years. We know when she got the power. She got it at roughly the same time as the rest of the recruits. So they're all towards the end.
Alive.
So Porco's the only one who's not. He got his more recently. That's what he's theorizing, is that maybe a pause, maybe you get a 2,000 year break there, and you're just like, okay. Remember I was just saying how weird it'd be for her to wake up after 9 years? Now just fast forward 2,000. She comes and there's TikTok memes and stuff, and she's like, what's wrong with you people?
Right.
What the heck?
What if, so what if the thing that Ymir touched was a crystallized Titan person that had 2,000 years ago, before this, had been ruled the world, had gotten frozen up. She touches it, she releases it, the powers come back out.
Yeah.
The cycle repeats itself.
People, here's the thing.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
People in this show across the board are pretty foggy on what real history is. Every side. Yeah. Nobody is like really super clear. Like, we know for sure this happened, because some of it's propaganda.
Let me fix
some of it we don't know. Go ahead.
People in real life
are pretty unclear
about history and actually what happened and what's propaganda and what's not.
Yeah. True enough.
But especially in the show.
Because
there's been so much propaganda.
Yeah, exactly.
And memories have been screwed with.
Memories have been wiped with. Yeah, absolutely.
So you'd think that the keepers of... This is something, because they mentioned this about Zeke. Like, oh, he's... He
knows more about the Titans than anybody.
Yeah. PX says it. Eren kind of hints at it. Like, there's this... even Levi's like, oh, I think he knows more than he's letting on.
Well, because Saver was going through the Titan memories.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And so it's very possible that the Zeke does have a lot more like info than we think. That like there's. But my point is that, like, what if like the Titans and the Titan power and stuff like that is supposed to be like kind of essentially a history keeping type of thing, but they end up being history manipulators.
Yeah, sorry.
Sherlock's such a troll.
It's a reference to Squidward when he got stuck in the freezer for 2,000 years, and when he woke up, everything was chrome. Sorry, yeah. A species with antenna. Yeah. What is
amnesia.
That about? Amnesia? Oh. You don't even have your glasses on. You can read better than me. Sorry, Eric. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
So many.
Minnie Pearl asked, "What do you think is going to happen to Zeke?" I have a prediction. He's going to keep on being a bastard, and
and not freaking die.
Well, here's the thing. He's also towards the end of his term.
yes,
I could see there being sort of a large leap forward before the story's actually over. A time lapse of sorts. That we're kind of watching some events right now and they come to some kind of head, and that there's a another sort of like fast forward 7-8+ years coming at some point.
Oh.
The events
this
that
battle happens.
This battle happens is a big deal, and then it ends. It shakes out however it does, and then there's like Aaron's dead, Zeke's dead,
Porco's dead.
You like fast forward, different people have the different
Everybody
Titans.
we know it would be dead. It
And
has Titan power.
we fast forward into 7 years in the future, and like the world's at war.
Armin would still be alive because he got his Titan power.
Armin would still be around.
The soonest, right?
A lot of these characters could still be around. Those things would be different. But now you have Gabby and Falco potentially, who are now grown or like later in their teens
They'll
or
probably
something.
be Titans.
They would have Titan power, presumably. I'm just saying, like, I could see
a time skip.
I could see it playing out that way, and that's part of the twist is that there's a lot more to play out in terms of time than we think.
Okay, you can do that, but you have to be careful when you do that, because if you have too much of a gap, then we don't have all these characters that we've emotionally connected to for the last 9 years. And you have to have those play out and play off well to transfer that emotional connectivity from Aaron to Falco.
Yeah.
To these new characters that have just been introduced the last season. I still don't feel the same way about them yet as I do about Armin, John, Connie,
Yeah. True.
So I
Same.
think that's possible, but they have to play it off well. What do we think is going to happen with Zeke?
Like I said, he's almost dead no matter what.
Yeah, I kind of am.
Is he actually going to give Historia his power or not?
I'm impressed by the fact that he's pretty much gotten what he's wanted his entire life.
He is the master, the puppet master. No question about it.
He has definitely pulled
He's
strings.
been
he's
more
plotted
clever.
stuff.
He's been more manipulative than anybody.
Mm-hmm. And so ultimately, because of his royal blood, has that given him that advantage to where he's been able to connect with the Titan memories, the paths. He's been able to enact Ymir's power to see how things are going to play out. Aaron only had a few flashes of the future. Has he had more flashes of the future? And this is why he knows this is the best scenario.
Doctor Strange?
Yeah, exactly. So what is going to happen with Zeke? I think it looks like he gets his way, I hope not. I hope Levi gets up and freaking finishes the job round 4 or round 3? No. Round 3, and he freaking comes back and is like, listen, you and me are going to hell together, and I'm going to freaking make you suffer forever.
I think Levi lives. He said, I'm going to fulfill my promise to you that I made to you, Erwin. And he hasn't done it yet.
That's
I think
true.
for that reason he lives.
That's true.
I hope you guys are right, because I'm.
No hope. He looks dead in that
He looks
picture.
very dead. He's
Not
got
dead.
chunks of metal sticking out of his neck.
He's not dead.
If Levi is truly dead, then we need to have a memorial stream where we're all going to just cry for a bit.
And have a vigil.
Yeah.
Candles.
Yeah.
Oh!
What?
Aaron, you piece of crap. Remember when he's talking to Mikasa and he's like, "Oh, see, you Ackermans have to protect us, blah blah blah." You know who has no problem with that whatsoever?
Levi?
Levi's an Ackerman. He does not have a freaking problem.
He just
messing Aaron up.
pounds
Not-
him in the face with
Very
his
true.
foot.
Not for a second.
Makes him
Homeboy is
eat
like,
his
Royal blood he
shoe.
doesn't care about. In
He doesn't
fact,
care. Yep, royal blood.
I feel like Levi actually is the opposite of an Ackerman. He it feels better for him when he hurts.
He obeys
The
no
royal
one,
family.
which is why I think that Aaron's been deceived. Aaron's just
Or he's been playing his cards. He's been playing his cards. He's been intentional. Okay, so look at this. Okay,
3D chess.
Yeah, look at Aaron, season 1, right? He picks up the boulder. I was born in this world. Hope. Everyone's special. I need to fight for people, right? Every bit of Aaron that we knew and loved, right? He's this colorful character who has these shortcomings, who wants to help everybody. He wants to bring peace, right? Then you have season 4 Aaron. He walks into the room, dark demeanor, dark circles around his eyes, long hair, no emotion.
Looks like
right?
he's strung out on drugs.
This is a he has such a kickable face, yeah. But this is a classic pro wrestling heel turn. It's right out of the books. What happens? You can't show up in your bright, flashy gear, waving to all the kids and doing cool moves because the people are going to cheer you. So what
want
do
him to
you do when
hate
you're
you.
a heel?
Yeah.
You stop doing things that make people like you.
Yeah.
You treat everybody like trash. You don't have a lot of
Spit.
emotion in your voice. You don't allow people to emotionally connect with you. You go, yep, this is who I am now. I speak in a monotone voice. So you can't believe, like, even a bad guy, if he's passionate about something, gets people to be like, yeah, Thanos was
Like
right.
Zeke, for example.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like Zeke, exactly. So they say, no, we're straight heel turning Aaron. He has no cool, flashy music when he comes in. He doesn't appeal with his new cool moves. He is strong. He does look badass, but he's a dick to the people that we love the most. That's the first thing you do as a heel when you come out in wrestling is you go, where am I at today? Wisconsin? Okay. Oh man, what a lovely day it is. Except for I'm stuck in this terrible, state of Wisconsin, all these freaking rednecks, and you go, what? You can't turn the crowd. It's like it's cheap heat, right?
Better than Ohio.
This is what Aaron does immediately. He's like, you find the biggest person that everyone loves, and you spit in their face, and that's how you get the people to hate you. And this is what Aaron does, like, immediately. And it's like, okay, to me, that's either an overplaying and a too quick of a breaking of the character arc. It makes me stop suspending my disbelief in the character writing of Aaron, and I go, that's definitely not the Aaron that we knew and loved and had this emotional connectivity.
We're gonna find out he's a freaking victim. Like,
so the options are he's corrupted by the devil / Shamir.
Yeah.
And he was Aaron, but he's no longer Aaron.
I think Aaron is still just deep down in there somewhere, but he's been
Suppressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the options are he's been playing his cards. He knew that strategically there was only one way for him to get this. He had to figure out what Zeke's plan was. He had to do all these terrible things, Liberia or whatever, just so he could bring peace to the world, just so he could rid the world of Titans. And so he left Reiner alive. He spoke those words of hope to him when he could have killed him and taken his power easily, which would definitely have helped him. Less resistance, right? He does all these things specific. I'm going to keep moving forward till I've crushed all my enemies. Well, maybe that's him telling Zeke, like, you're going to get yours one day, and I'm gonna win ultimately.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Does Team Aaron actually win over, like, even over Zeke?
Maybe it's a double turn.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Possible.
I don't know. That's an option. I would love if that was the case.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm losing optimism.
I just want to know if the whole Attack Titan that always fights for freedom wherever it goes, how does that play into this?
Exactly.
It seems like incongruous, to use a college word there, to have Aaron be what he is
and be the Attack Titan.
So now I understand
does that Attack Titan help him break free
he's got
of
multiple
Ymir's...
Titans, but I'm just saying, like, I think if he's kind of fighting these, like, various natures, because he actually says to Armin and Mikasa, if your memories make who you are, then there's an enemy inside of you. That's what he says.
And they go, okay, how many enemies inside of you,
yeah, exactly.
Aaron?
Yeah, you're the one who's freaking possessed.
I've always been free. Yes, all my thoughts are my own. I'm not being manipulated. Of course.
He has three.
He has 3 Titans.
Including the most powerful one, the Founding Titan, and the most, like, legendary one, the Warhammer. Like,
yeah, and then the most, like, independent,
the most independent,
one,
yeah, which is
wherever I am, this fights for freedom. So when he's saying, I've always been who I am since I was born, maybe he's always been that freedom fighting Titan, and he's had to, like, put up with this trash in order to get the freedom to happen. I would love that. Is Aaron really free? Yeah, that's the question. Maybe it's a ruse. Maybe it's a double heel turn. Maybe he's being influenced. Maybe he's going to surface. I don't know. I would love if it was a end moment where he Darth Vader's and he's going to go, I'm going to.
He turns back.
The good's going to come out in me, and I'm going to say, this is the only way, Mikasa. You have to kill me. Fuse or whatever.
Maybe they need to tell us more about the owl, because I'm sorry, he's like the coolest character that never was.
Yeah.
Don't get enough of him.
If we had a spin-off just on the owl, that'd be some pretty cool stuff.
Oh, speaking of, those 8 OVA episodes are now officially available in North America. I think they're available as a DVD. I think we should get that and finish our little. Yeah. We've done the Levi series and maybe one other one, but anyway.
Aaron has Grisha, Freda, Laura Tiber, Uri Reese, Aaron Kruger, Uri / Rod's father's Titan, all power inside of him. So if memories,
and those are just the ones we know.
Those are just the ones we know about. Yeah. Who else? Very interesting.
Yeah, frick. That's crazy. Well, at any rate,
that's how
you take an hour to go through a 90-second trailer. Hour and a half.
Wow.
Hey, we're still bringing it. We're still bringing it. Listen, there's a lot to talk about. You got a week to digest this and to listen to the conversation and do as you will. Leave us a comment in the YouTube section if you are still watching. Also, hit us up, email us at beyondthebasementpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us over on Facebook. We got the merch links everywhere, so you can get cool mugs and or cool t-shirts if that's what you want. And yeah, join us Sunday night. We'll be here 5:00 Pacific time. We're gonna find out how right and or wrong we were in less than a week. So, all right, we love you guys. We will see you on Sunday.
Sounds good.
Hey guys, thanks again for watching and listening to our show, Beyond the Basement Podcast. If y'all are enjoying it, go ahead and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever else you listen to our show. Check out the description below for links to our awesome Attack on Titan merchandise. And join us live on Sunday nights on Facebook for all of Season 4. And some of our best content is on YouTube, including me, so go ahead and check that out. And lastly, if you guys have any questions or just want to chat with us, please email us at beyondthebasementpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys in the next video.